we continue probability by doing certain simple numerical problems. Okay, so that we have the mathematical definition to probability. For any event A, the probability of the occurrence of the event A is simply defined as P of A equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases, so that we consider the sample space. Okay, for such problems we have the sample space. Sample space is defined as the set of all possible results of a random experiment, and the total number of outcomes in the sample space is called the exhaustive cases. Any result can be known as an event, and the number of cases favorable to the happening of an event is called the favorable number of cases. Probability of any event A is a number between 0 and 1. 0 less than or equal to P of A less than or equal to 1. These are the basic definitions to probability. Okay. So here first question is, 3 coins are thrown simultaneously. Find the probabilities of the following events. No hit, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, at least 1 hit. Firstly, we consider the sample space. We know sample space as the set of all possible results. So 3 coins are thrown simultaneously. So the sample space is when 3 coins are thrown. Okay, when 3 coins are thrown. That is S equal to, we know, when 1 coin is chosen, sample space is HT, 2 coins are thrown, sample spaces HT, TH, TT, HT, THTT, the sample space of 2 coins. With this, we write the sample space of 3 coins in some order. In some order, it is more convenient. Okay, so that we consider each outcome of this sample space, and we add H and T. Okay, that is the first one. We write it as H, then HT, then second one HTT, then HTH, then HTT. We write HTH, HTT, then TH, THT, THT, then TTT. What is the advantage of this? We have written all the 8 outcomes. No one is lost and no one is repeated, so that in order we have written 8 outcomes. 2 cube equal to 8 outcomes in the sample space. HHH, HHT, then HTH, HTT, THH, THT, TTH, TTT, so that we have 8 outcomes in the sample space, which are the exhaustive cases. Okay, exhaustive cases equal to 8. For any event, exhaustive cases remains the same, which is the total number of outcomes in the sample space. Now we consider one by one. These events are considered, and we write the favorable cases. So what about getting no head? No head means, what is the event? No head means all the 3 are tails. Okay, so that this is the outcome TTT, and hence favorable cases equal to 1. Okay, therefore probability for the event, probability of no head. Therefore probability of no head equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 1 by 8. Simple problem. Simply using the definition of the mathematical definition of probability, that is for any event, probability is defined as favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases. So what is about 1 head? 1 head means we have the favorable cases as equal to, what about 1 head means H T, H T, 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 H, H, T, T are the favorable cases. H, T, 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 H, T, 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 H. So the favorable cases equal to 3. Therefore, probability of 1 head becomes, using that simple definition, favorable cases by exhaustive cases equal to 3 by 8. Okay, equal to 3 by 8. Now we have the next one as getting 2 heads. 2 heads. What about 2 heads? 2 heads. The outcomes are H, H, T. Okay, T, H, H and H, T, T are the favorable outcomes for getting 2 heads. Therefore, 2 heads means favorable cases equal to 3. Therefore, probability of 3 heads becomes, what about favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 3 by 8. Okay, probability of 2 heads, probability of 2 heads. Now, probability of 1 head is the next one. Probability of, 3 heads. Probability of 3 heads means that 3 heads means what is the result? All the 3 are heads means H, H, H is the only possible result. Okay, so the probable 3 heads, that is favorable cases equal to 1 and therefore probability of 3 heads equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 1 by 8. Okay, now we have the even probability of at least 1 head. We have the even at least 1 head. So we have the probability, the result of probability as if A bar is the complement of A, P of A bar equal to 1 minus P of A, simple result, P of A bar equal to 1 minus P of A. So for that we use this result. If A bar is the complement of A, if A bar is the complement of A, P of A bar equal to P of A. 1 minus P of A. P of A bar equal to 1 minus P of A. So here probability of at least 1 head can be obtained using when we toss 3 coins, the results are no head, 1 head, 2 heads and 3 heads. That is number of heads means 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. So at least 1 head means number of heads greater than or equal to 1. Hence its complementary even becomes no head, that is 0 head. So this can be obtained as 1 minus probability of no head. Okay, 1 minus probability of no head. So equal to, already we have probability of no head, that is all the 3 are tails, it has 1 by 8. So this is equal to 1 minus 1 by 8 equal to 7 by 8, or we can obtain this probability using the sample space, that is the favorable number of cases. Except this one, all are favorable to this even at least 1 head, so that this is simply 7 by 8 as the favorable cases by exhaustive cases using the definition. Otherwise we can obtain this as probability 1 minus probability of no head, so equal to 1 minus 1 by 8, so equal to 7 by 8. Okay, so first question is over. Now we consider find the probability of the events getting an even number, getting an odd number, getting a number greater than 4 when a die is thrown. We know when a die means a six-faced figure, so that the sample space consists of the outcomes from 1 to 6. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that exhaustive cases equal to 6. exhaustive cases equal to 6. So that now we consider these events. That is, what is getting 6? Getting 6, probability of getting 6 equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases. So 6 is the only possible result. So that 1 by 6 is the probability. Okay, probability of getting 6. Now probability of getting an even number. Even number means the outcomes are, what about the outcomes? The set is 2, 4, 6. Okay, therefore favorable cases equal to 3. Therefore probability of even number is, what is it? 3 by 6. Using the definition favorable cases by exhaustive cases, it is equal to 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2 is the probability. Now we consider the other one, odd number. Again we can do this problem using two methods, that is odd number means either 1, 3 or 5. So that favorable case is equal to 3 and hence probability equal to 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2. Or we can obtain this probability as 1 minus P of even number. Okay, probability of odd number directly can be obtained as 1 minus probability of even number. So equal to 1 minus 1 by 2. So equal to 1 by 2. Or second method is odd number means favorable cases equal to favorable outcomes are 1, 3, 5. Therefore probability of odd number equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2, the simple method. Okay, using equal to 1 by 2. Okay, let me write here. The second method is, let me write once again for the third problem, that is already we have probability of an even number, so that we obtained probability odd number by 1 minus P of even number, or using the sample space, that is when odd number. Therefore favorable outcomes are the set 1, 3, 5. Okay, so that favorable cases equal to 3. So that probability of odd number can be obtained as directly using favorable cases by exhaustive cases equal to 3 by 6 equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Now the next part is getting a number greater than 4. Greater than 4 means not including 4, the numbers are, the possible results are 5 and 6. The last one is getting a number greater than 4. That is favorable outcomes are, that is the set is 5 and 6. So that favorable cases equal to 2. Therefore probability equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 2 by 6 equal to 1 by 3. These simple problems are with the help of the sample space and using the simple definition, the mathematical definition to probability, which is probability of any event A is obtained as favorable cases by exhaustive cases. Okay, probability of any event is favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases, and we used the result if A bar is the complement of A, P of A bar equal to 1 minus P of A. Okay. Now we consider the next question. When two dice are thrown, find the probabilities of the following events. Sum equal to 7, odd sum, odd number on the first die, 6 on the second, both dice show the same number. Okay, when two dice are thrown, we obtain the sample space as the pairs of outcomes of the first die and the second die. That is, first die shows a number from 1 to 6 and also the second die from 1 to 6, so that there are 36 pairs of combinations of the numbers from 1 to 6. Okay, so that we consider this as a set of 6 rows. The first row contains the elements as the first die shows the number 1. Second row as the second die shows the number 1. Third row, first row, first die shows the number 1. Second row, first die shows the number 2. Third row, first die the number 3. Fourth row, first die the number 4. Fifth row, first die the number 5. Sixth row, first die the number 6. So that we have arranged this as a 6 by 6 matrix. Okay, and hence the first column is the second die number 1, the second column second die number 2, third column second die number 3, fourth column second die number 4, fifth column second die number 5, sixth column second die number 6. Okay, so that there are 6 into 6, 36 outcomes, and hence exhaustive case is equal to 36. Now we consider these events one by one, and it is only required to obtain the favorable cases for the events, and hence probability simply becomes as the ratio favorable cases by exhaustive cases. Okay, we can obtain any we can define any event, and hence we can obtain the probabilities. Now we consider certain events. For example, a few examples are considered here, so that we require these probabilities. The sum equal to 7, odd sum, odd number on the first die, 6 on the second, both the dice show the same number. We require some, we are doing simple problems, certain examples, some examples. Okay, and hence for the first case, probability sum equal to 7. What about the sum equal to 7? Sum equal to 7. So that we have the outcomes as 1, 6 here. It is the sum equal to 7. 2, 5. As a diagonal, we can obtain these outcomes as 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2 and 6, 1. For all these outcomes, the sum equal to 7. Let me mark these outcomes. 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, 6. That is in order from the first row 1, 6. So in the second row, the outcome is 2. And hence the sum equal to 7 means the next is 5. Third row 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2 and 6, 1. So that favorable cases simply equal to what about 6. And hence probability sum equal to 7 becomes favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 6 by 36 equal to 1 by 6. Okay. Now, second one is odd sum. Number 2 is odd sum. So, odd sum means what are the possible cases odd sum? That is, it is the set sum equal to, and consider the first element is 1, 1 and the last element is 6, 6. So that the sum is equal to 2 up to 12. So, odd sum means sum equal to 3, sum equal to 5, sum equal to 7, sum equal to 9 and sum equal to 11. Okay. Therefore, favorable cases becomes for sum equal to 3. What about the sum equal to 3? 1, 2, 2, 1 are the outcomes, and hence favorable cases is 2. Sum 5 means that 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1. So favorable case is 4. Okay. What about the sum 7? Sum 7. We have the favorable cases as equal to 6. And the sum 9. What about the sum 9? third row 3, 6 is the outcome for sum 9. Okay, so 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4 and 6, 3, that is 4. And sum 11 means 5, 6 and 6, 5, that is 2. So that favorable cases is equal to 2 plus 4, 6 plus 6, 12 plus 4, 16 plus 2, 18. Okay, therefore probability of odd sum equal to 18 favorable cases by exhaustive cases, so equal to 18 by 36 equal to 1 by 2. And hence we can obtain the even sum. Probability of even sum can be obtained as 1 minus probability of odd sum equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, the same 1 by 2. Okay, so 1 by 2 is the probability of even sum. So that we consider the next case. Okay, what is it? Probability that odd number on the first die and 6 on the second. Odd number on the first die. Odd number on the first die means first die shows the numbers 1, 3, 5. Odd number first die 1, 3, 5. And 6 on the second means only 1, 6. Only 1, 6. 3, 6 and 5, 6 are to be considered as the outcomes. Odd number on the first die and 6 on the second. Okay, so that favorable cases, what it is? Favorable cases, we have favorable, let me write the favorable outcomes. So that it is only 1, 6 and 3, 6 and 5, 6. Okay, therefore favorable cases equal to 3 and probability equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 3 by 36. Okay, now probability, the next one is suppose we consider the next one. Probability, both the dice show the same number. What about both the dice show the same number? So what is it? The favorable outcomes are simply same number. Okay, so 1, 1, so 2, 2, then next 3, 3, then 4, 4, then 5, 5, then 6, 6. Okay, depending upon the conditions we write the favorable outcomes, and hence favorable cases equal to 6, therefore required probability equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 6 by 36 equal to 1 by 6. Okay, we can do one more one. Probability of odd number on both the dice. Both the dice show the odd number. Okay, so what about first die odd number means 1, 3, 5. Second die odd number means again 1, 3, 5. So the favorable outcomes are, that is odd number on both the dice. Okay, so favorable outcomes in the first row 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, so that we can write the favorable cases as equal to 3 plus. In the second row there are no outcomes possible for this event. Third row 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 5, that is again 3. Then in the fifth row 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 5, then again 3. Okay, that is 3 plus 3 plus 6 3 equal to 9. Therefore, probability equal to favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases equal to 9 by 36 equal to 1 by 4. So, for doing this type of problems, we require the sample space. Now, for any even the favorable cases and hence probability for any event is simply favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases. Also we have used P of A bar equal to 1 minus P of A if A bar is the complement of the event E. Okay, thank you very much.